Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining the information session for the giving machines. We'll jump right into the topic. Today, we would like to share a little bit what is a giving machine. Most of you, I think, already know it. It's part of the Christmas program of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Its purpose is to encourage people to show kindness by giving, donating, and helping other people that are in need. But to give you a good overview of how this giving machine works, I will share with you a short video, and I think this explains it best than any other words. So as you saw, how does it work? We have a machine, a vending machine. In this machine are different cards, like in our case, they look like this. And you can choose any one of those cards. Those cards represent an item that has been chosen by a local and global nonprofit organization with services or goods that are needed by the people that they serve and assist. So each card represents one of those items, and you choose one, pay for it by card, no cash possible, and then this card drops like in a normal vending machine, and with that, you gave your donation. Important to know, 100% of that donation goes directly to that non-profit organization that will then purchase and deliver the item that you donated, or a similar item. Our participating organizations also have a maximum overhead of 10%. Most of them have far less than that. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints covers all operating costs associated with this initiative. So the money that you donate really goes directly to the people in need. In Austria, this is something very new. Internationally, it has been around for quite some years. So just to give you an idea, only in 2024, there were 107 locations worldwide that attracted about 860,000 visitors who bought or chose about 500,000 items. And with that, around $16.4 million were donated. Or in other words, about 76,000 chickens, 12,000 goats, 420,000 vaccines, more than 2 million meals were bought or donated, and more than 114,000 pounds of food. So we can see through small and simple things, great things can be accomplished. The cards that we have in our machine in Austria start with about €3 for a warm meal, go to 10, 15, 20 euros, for example, for a night that we make possible that parents can be with their sick children in the hospital, up to giving shelter for homeless people, warm clothing, and other different things that we will hear about in just a second. So in Austria, we have 4 NGOs that are partnering with us this year. It's the Wiener Winziwerke, Diakonie, World Vision, and Ronald McDonald's Kinderhilfe. As already mentioned, the items spread around food, so meals or groceries, bedding, blankets, shelter that is being provided to homeless people, as well as warm clothing, for example, educational assistance, toys for children, personal hygiene items, healthcare services for people that don't have healthcare in Austria, and that is possible. And also livestock like chickens, goats, and seeds that can be planted all over the world. But we have some representatives of some of the organizations among us. I think Alexander is here from World Vision. Maybe you want to explain a little bit of who you are, what you do, and why you participate in this initiative.
Yes, thank you, Jared. I don't know if you heard about World Vision. It's one of the biggest NGOs in the world, even though we are not very famous in Austria. We work within the group in over 100 countries, one of the poorest countries in the world. And we try to help people to make a living and to give them hope. World Vision is a Christian organization, but we cooperate closely with other confessions. And our programs, where we have the sponsorships, take at least 15 years. So we really start from scratch very often when we go to the field. And when we leave the program, then people are self-sufficient and the whole community is self-sufficient. And yeah, we're very happy about your support and this idea of selling and the good donations products that really make a difference for families. Yeah.
Thank you, Alexander. We also have Nicola with us from Winziwerke. Maybe you also want to give a short explanation of what is Winziwerke doing good in the world.
Yes, thank you for having this presentation and for letting us be part of this initiative. The Winziwerke are a charity organization, a Christian organization, which was founded in 1990 by a priest who was Wolfgang Pucher, who was very committed to fighting poverty and caring for the homeless. And among the homeless, especially for those who have it the hardest. For example, people with alcohol abuse problems, women who are homeless, people who have been to prison and don't have a place to stay after they come out. So we have in Austria, we are based in Graz, but also in Vienna and in Salzburg, and we have several shelters for homeless people, and altogether 40 projects which all serve to fight poverty and help the homeless.
Thank you very much. So, for example, one card is showing, it's in German, obviously, but it's a secure place to sleep for example, one night. So if you purchase that, you enable for one person for one night to stay off the streets and have a secure and safe place. I think especially for women, this is a big issue.
Exactly.
And so you can do something really good in that. We also have partners with Diakonie. They are also a charity organization from the Evangelische Kirche. And they also have items in the machine for example, children, toys, also school material, food. They're also internationally active, for example, for planting banana palm trees in different areas to also help people to be self-reliant and so on. And then the fourth partner is Ronald McDonald Kinderhilfe, child care or child help. For example, one card they have in there is to supply one night of parents being with their sick child in the hospital, because this obviously sometimes is not affordable for the families, and some other toys, and mainly for children, of course. Good. So where can you actually find this giving machine? The location we were able to get is in the Auhof Center. That's a shopping mall at the very western part of Vienna. It's almost on the Autobahn A1, leaving Vienna. So you can get there by car pretty easily. The machines will be there from the 14th of November. So that's basically the weekend when the Christmas market starts in Vienna. We'll go all the way through Christmas till the 6th of January. So if you go to the Auhof Center, this is basically the street there. You can drive in here, about roughly here, into one of the park decks. Or you can also use the entrance number 6, I think it is, to go in here, take the elevator, for example, to the first floor. And there, right next to Intersport, you will then find our giving machines. There will be 2 giving machines there. You cannot miss them. It will be all red. And at the beginning, at least, there will be a lot of balloons there. So you can't miss the giving machines. There's also the info point right there. So if you get lost, go to the info point and they will direct you just a couple feet to the right in this case. Regarding the Auhof Center, as already mentioned, you can go there by car pretty easily. There's free parking for 3 hours, and in the afternoon or evenings, it's even 4 hours for free. But you can also get there by public transportation. I have to apologize, this information is in German, but you can take the U4 to Hütteldorf, and then there is a bus 50A and 50B that leaves about every 10 or 15 minutes, depending on the time of day. And it will drop you off exactly in front of the Auhof Center. So you cannot miss it. It's easy to reach. You can also use an S-Bahn S50 to the station Hadersdorf, and then you can walk for 5 minutes. So that's also an option, for example, coming from Westbahnhof. Yeah, so that's the Auhof Center. If you think that's a good idea and you want to spread the word, then it's easy to do. We can be found in social media, for example, Facebook and Instagram. There are the links in here. You will also get the handout of this session or the slides of this session. I'll afterwards copy it in the chat. Then you can click on the links. You don't have to take pictures now or use your smartphone. You will find additional information on the givingmachine.org if you are interested internationally on what locations you find what. So you can look it up there as well. Since this is a new thing, at least in Vienna or in Austria, people might be a little bit confused when they see a machine where they can buy something but not get anything out of it. So we are looking for many volunteers to be there at the giving machine and explain, invite, maybe help with purchasing it. So we are looking for people that want to spend maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, whatever they are willing to give to support us, helping the people explaining what this is. If you're interested in that, if you want to help, then what would be your duties as a volunteer? We divided the day into 2.5-hour shifts. So the Auhof Center opens at 9 in the morning, and during the week it closes at 8. And so we divided that by 2.5-hour shifts to invite passengers, passerbys, to invite them to donate something. We'll prepare flyers for that. So you don't even have to talk to anybody. You can just put them a pamphlet in their hands and then everything is explained on it. Or answer questions there if people are interested in what this is about, what are the items, maybe some information about the items themselves or the charity organizations. You will get all that information, of course. You might have to assist with the operation. As mentioned, we will have no cash in the machines. It will only be with cards, credit or debit cards. And maybe somebody has never used that on a machine. It's very simple. You just hold it there, tap to pay. Or people would like to have a memory of that event of donating. Out of the experience, a lot of people would like to have a selfie of that in front of the machine. So you can offer to take a picture. And then they could maybe even share it on social media, even on our sites. And if necessary, refill the machines. We will have very detailed explanations and also videos to show it. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to do. But as said, the cards will just fall down and stay in the machine. So eventually you have to take them and put them back up. That's meant by refilling the machine. But all in all, the most important thing is to smile, be happy, and help the people to have a pleasant experience. So if you say, that's something I would like to do, there I want to help, then the easiest way is to just send us an email under vienna@givingmachine.at for Austria. Ideally, send your full name and your phone number, your mobile phone number, so we can contact you in case there is a need for it. The first thing you will most likely get back is an invitation to choose a shift you want to take. You will get a link to a Google spreadsheet. Looks kind of like this. And here you see the different days. So for example, the 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. And ideally, there are always two people available, but better one than none, I would say. There are the times. So the first shift starts at 9, goes till 11:30, and then the next one 11:30 to 2, 2 to 4:30, and so on. You see that on Saturdays, the Center Mall closes a little earlier, so the shift is shorter. Also, this shift is a little shorter in the evening. On Sundays, the mall is closed, as usually in Austria, and also on any holidays, the mall is closed. So if you say, I want to help, then all you need to do is click on that link that you will get, choose the shift that you want to do. So for example, on the 15th, you have nothing planned, you want to help on the second shift from 11:30 to 2 o'clock, and you just type in your name and you got your shift. As mentioned up here, it would be good to send us an email under vienna@givingmachine.at that we have your telephone number in case you want to reach you for any information we want to share with you, and especially we'll remind you that you have a shift scheduled, and also send you all the links to the training videos. This will also be the training videos available on site. So it should not be too complicated to help. And the restocking, I don't think it will have to happen so often during the day, but hopefully it will happen. So a lot of people will donate and we have to refill it all the time. Yeah, exactly. So the question in the chat was, just send an email to vienna@givingmachine.at. This reminds me, I will now copy the slide set into the chat. And then you have all the links in there as well. All the links are clickable, so you can, it's uploading now. So in your chat, now a message should pop up of a PDF. You can download that PDF, and then you have the whole slide set that I just shared today, and all the links in there you can also click. But if you say this is too much for me, I cannot stand there for 2.5 hours and support, then a big support is also if you share the information that is on our social media channels. There will be more and more content now coming up. As soon as we start, there will be every week new videos, new messages, new pictures, and you can comment them, like them, share them, and follow us on the different sites. And this will help us also to spread the word and be around. Maybe one thing that we discussed in the previous German session before I start the question answer session here. Obviously, the cards stay within the machine. They're pretty thick and heavy and also expensive. And they stay in the machine, and we restock them all the time. But we want to also give the people something, that they have something as a memory, maybe other than a picture. So there will be thank you cards that we will hand out, or the volunteers will hand out. And we will also figure out a way that, for example, you can see what you donated and then take it with you home. Somebody in the German session said maybe put it under a Christmas tree or give it as a present to somebody else and said, I donated for you 7,000 square meters of forest that is being planted. Yeah, so it can also be a Christmas present then, even for somebody else. Okay, with that, I'm at the end with the explanation that I prepared, and open the session for questions from your side. Is there anything you want to know, or anything that is not clear? Just unmute yourself and ask the question.
Will it help if the participating organization, if we also on our social media and website advertise the giving machine?
Absolutely. Please, please, please do so. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can, some of you already follow us already, and we follow you. So it goes in both directions. But as said, there will also be the content. I think now we have 2 videos or something on there, but the content will be more and more and more the sooner we come to the launch date. And then during the campaign, of course, as well. So if you repost it and really like it, but Larissa is our PR boss here, so she can maybe explain a little bit better what is the most efficient method to share and like and use social media.
Hi, I'm Larissa. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, I'm always up to also come to you and actually create content. So also everyone understands with which great NGOs we're working with, and yeah, so I will write you an email about that very soon. But I'm always really excited if people like, comment, and share what I'm posting, because I know that's the easiest way to spread the word. And yeah, it's a really great way to actually help. Also, if people are not being there and standing there, because so many people can get to know this great project. And yeah, if you have any questions, like, I'm here.
Thank you.
In the chat was a question, why did we choose the Auhof Center? That's a very good question. During the last year, we felt a little bit like Joseph and Mary looking for a place to stay. We went to all the different malls, Christmas markets, public places, underground stations, and so on and so on. And pretty much, since it's a new thing and nobody knew about it, and maybe sometimes also didn't grasp what it is, what it really is, we were turned down a lot. So our center, luckily, was one nice mall that said, okay, we'll find a spot for you. And they gave us a really nice spot. So we have, this is for a shopping center, this is a huge area that we get where we can put the giving machines. And we're really thankful. It's also a very nice mall. I personally have never been there before, but now I've been there several times. It's a nice mall, and you can connect it maybe with your Christmas shopping. Go there. There are also movies, a movie theater. You can maybe go on a date, watch a movie, and then donate a little bit for other people. And maybe next year we'll be somewhere else. Yeah, so it doesn't mean that we have to go there every year, but we have a favorite spot that we would like to have next year. This year we were not successful, but next year maybe we will be on a very special place. But let's see. Good. Any other questions?
For next year, do you need one spot, or how many giving machines do you have to put?
That's also a very good question. For the moment, we only have the two that we have. So we will have probably one location will be enough.
Okay.
But let's see. If we are very successful, then we might want to double the effort. Yeah, it's also depending on how much support we get from the volunteers and stuff like that. So we'll see.
I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Good evening. I want to ask if the projects of Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints that people can donate, or only they can donate to those four organizations that you mentioned.
Yeah. So in the machine, there are those different cards, as I just showed you, and those cards are all from those four organizations that I showed. So it's from Diakonie, Winziwerke, Ronald McDonald's Kinderhilfe, and World Vision. You can only, in those machines, you can only donate to them. The church will not take any money for that. Yeah, so the church is actually sponsoring this. So the church carries the costs for the machine and for the location and for the merchandise and for the PR stuff and that, but you cannot donate to the church. The church will not get any money. 100% of the money will go directly to the NGOs.
Can you explain what is the reason for that?
It's a service project of the church. The church wants to support, wants to help, and if you want to donate to the church, then there are other ways you can do. Yeah.
No, I mean, what is the reason for there are no projects of the church? Maybe people just want to donate for the church, and there are no projects for in this.
Then I misunderstood your question. There are many charity projects that the church is doing. So there are many things. Like as soon as there is a natural catastrophe, no, I cannot say it. A natural catastrophe, no, I cannot say it. As soon as there is any problem anywhere in the world, the church is among one of the first organizations that supports. So if there's an earthquake or a flooding or whatever, then there are many projects that the church is doing themselves. But usually you cannot donate to a specific project because this will. So if there's a flooding in the Philippines now, and you now start raising money till you have the money, the thing is. The people died there. Yeah? So you have to be quick, you have to be there on spot, and so therefore you can donate to the church anytime. If you don't know how, but I'm pretty sure you know, since you have a nice background picture here. And this money then, the fast offering always goes to those charitable projects all over the world.
Another reason, if I might jump in, is that we want to have a lot of donations going to Austria, and these wonderful NGOs have all these projects in the country. Not all of it goes to the country, but these are the NGOs we have in Austria, and we want to do and support the local NGOs that we have and the local people that need help in Austria.
And they already have the organization built up. Yeah, so it would not make sense if we now double the organization. Yeah? So if we want to help people on the streets, we don't need to create another Winziwerke. Yeah? It's already existing. So we support them. Did that somehow answer your question?
Thank you. One more question. Does this giving machine gives a receipt?
Not in Europe. So we have the machines that we were supplied with are not capable of giving receipts. So there's no taxable refund possible.
One more question. Information about payments that people give, they pay with their card. And of course, there's a named card. If this information goes to Finanzamt as a donation or not?
No. It will be totally anonymous. So there's no information stored or anything. It's nothing, no information goes to anywhere. Also not to the NGOs. That's why you cannot get a receipt. So it will be totally anonymous. They will just get the money. And with that, there are also no strings attached. So you will not get an invitation to donate again next year or whatever, but because no data will be stored of the people that donate.
Thank you. And for volunteers, you said about training videos. These volunteers are going to receive training video or links for training videos by email after they registered?
Yes, exactly. So if you want to help, just send us an email. And then the first thing we will ask you is to just pick a date where you want to serve or want to help. And then we will have a Zoom call similar to this, where we'll go through all the details, explain the machines, explain what to do, how to approach people, what to say, what not to say, and things like that. So that we will do that afterwards. And then we will record the different things, like, for example, opening the machine, resetting the machine in case there's any error, or what to do, who to call if there's a problem, and all those things we will go through.
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe one thing I forgot to mention, everybody who helps gets either one of those wonderful scarves or a beanie hat with giving machine on it as a thank you.
So do volunteers have some badges that people
Yes.
can recognize? Okay.
Yes, you'll get the vest, similar like the one Signe is wearing, a red vest with giving machine on the back, and you have a lanyard with an ID tag that says that you are a volunteer for the giving machine. So, and you will wear your hat maybe, unless it's too hot in the mall. Then everybody will recognize you as an official volunteer for the giving machine.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I would like to give a big thank you on behalf of the Vinci-Werke to your church. I'm based in Graz, and last year you had a youth meeting in Graz, and the young people, they were so motivated and engaged, and they immediately joined hands and collected food in front of supermarkets for our social market, and that was a really great effort. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. My son was one of those youth, and he told me about it. The youth also liked it.
Good to hear. I got very nice pictures from that event.
Sounds great. Any other questions? Good. Then I think we can wrap it up. And in closing, I think the giving machine is really a nice way, a fun way of donating to people in need around us. It's a win-win situation, as they say in business terms. We have the possibility to give something to other people, and in return, we feel good, we feel better. We have the possibility to be Christ-like, to practice charity, and in a maybe fun way, going to a machine, maybe as a family, in a family evening, as an activity, doing shopping, or whenever we want to donate, we have the chance to help and be there for other people. And I think for me, the most important message that we send as a present to people in need is on one hand, maybe the food, the clothing, the shelter, or whatever. But on the other hand, and I think this is at least as important, that we show that we see them, that we don't forget them, and that we care about them. And I think when somebody just gets a blanket that is on the streets on a cold winter day, it's nice to be recognized and to be seen. And I think this is a great chance to actually be Christ-like and share and show our charity to other people. So thank you very much for your interest. Thank you very much for listening. If there are any questions, the email address vienna@givingmachine.at is the right place to go. And I'm seeing in the chat, if you have a child-size jacket, we'll make it fit. Whatever size you have, we'll make it fit.
I'm sorry, I have one more question. Maybe it's too specific, but I will forget if I don't ask.
Yeah.
Because I heard some similar issues with other donating projects. If people say that they did a mistake and don't want to donate and inquire money back, if there are possibility for that in this case or not, because other organizations can get it back, as I heard.
That's a very good question. We haven't thought of that. But if somebody, like for example, would donate a medical treatment, this is one of the more expensive items for about 90 euros, and then they realize that was too much. If something like that happens, it's not foreseen on the machine, obviously. I mean, if you buy on the machine a Coke, then you bought it and that's it. You cannot put it back in and get the money back. But in our case, if something like this really happens, then they can just contact us and we'll make it work. But better to
hotline number on the machine, and they should call there and we'll pick up and we'll manage the situation.
So if somebody really by mistake buys something that he cannot afford, then we'll figure it out, we'll find a way. Okay.
Yeah.
Then thank you very much. And hopefully see you all running around in red this Christmas season with red hats and red scarves and in front of red machines. So thank you very much for listening. Thanks for your interest. And if there are any other questions, you can reach us on social media with the links in the file that I sent, and as well as over the email address. So have a good evening. And if we don't see each other, Merry Christmas. It's still far ahead.
Thank you.